Greetings, fellow gamers! Today we change gears for our review and check out a fan-made game that takes an old-school platform and blends it with an old-school shooter to create one hell of a nostalgia trip. I am talking about Megaman 8-Bit Deathmatch, created by Doom modder Cutman Mike. So let's dive in and find out what this game brings to the table. For those who are fans of the Blue Bomber, you already know that while each installment of a Mega Man game has a story, it never was its primary feature. The same applies here, where a tournament of robot masters is being held and the dastardly Wily has entered his robots to participate. In response, Dr. Light sends in his own creations, Mega Man and UALUE, to win the tournament and keep the mad scientist from causing mayhem. Nothing too compelling, but hey, it's the game that we're here for. 8-Bit Deathmatch is a standalone game that was built off of Skulltag, a source port of Doom. In other words, an offshoot of Doom serves as a foundation for the game. Single player consists of an onslaught of death matches as you play through each of the first 7 Mega Man titles. Every robot master makes an appearance, has his own 3-dimensional arena, and features his own weapon. When you do the math, that makes for more than 50 available weapons, arenas, and skins to choose from. Once you've fragged and blasted your way through the levels, you face off against the final boss to reach a checkpoint and unlock the next Mega Man title. When you tire of fighting computers, you can go head-to-head with players online in a variety of game scenarios that vary from free-for-all to virus to capture the flag. And finally, being a fan-made game, user-created content is available on the Deathmatch Wiki, as well as tutorials that cover how to make your own maps, bots, weapons, and more. If you were a fan of the old-school shooters like Doom and Quake, you're going to be in for a treat with this game. Playing through the single-player story is very challenging and will keep you busy for hours on end. Though do be warned, where the old Mega Man games featured passwords between stages where you could pick up where you left off, you have to completely finish a chapter off before the game saves and allows you to enter the next round. And with each chapter featuring at least 8 stages of battle, you'd best be prepared to sit down and invest a good amount of time. Each arena features an array of weapons, as well as the occasional item power-up that results in a flurry of bombs, fireballs, and lasers, as well as the signature weapon of the home team, complete with the home field advantage that it brings. The one big drawback is that the computers do have a tendency to be dumb, and let themselves get stuck on walls and corners, allowing you for a cheap kill at the cost of a challenge. Multiplayer brings up a whole different feel as the pacing, objective, strategies shift from one game to the next. I would recommend starting off with mastering the story before taking it to the online competition. And when you're not busy blowing robots up, you have a kick-ass home base at Dr. Light's lab to wander around. Here you can stop in to change up your appearance or go to the firing range where you can test out any of the many weapons to learn the ropes. Now, my personal favorite aspect of this game is its presentation. Each level you go to feels just like the old games, featuring the original 8-bit style music in a beautifully crafted 3-dimensional 8-bit arena of death that captures the style and feel, all the way down to the replicated traps and obstacles of the originals. In short, every minute spent playing this game shows just how much time, effort, and thought was put into its creation. And for that, I both greatly applaud and thank Cutman Mike and his crew. The beauty of games like 8-Bit Deathmatch is that replay value is at its finest. Before you even think of replaying it, you have to actually fight your way through the 7 chapters, which 20 hours later, I still have yet to accomplish. On top of that, there are waves of user-generated content to try out for yourself. And if that doesn't manage to satisfy you, there's tutorials on how to make your own content for the game. So no matter what approach you take, you still end up winning in the end. With all that considered, I am quite happy to give this spectacular indie game a 9 out of 10. And now if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work on beating down on all of Dr. Wily's robots.